Good evening, race fans. Thank you once again for tuning in to TrueSimProductions. Tonight we're live on a Thursday night doing something a little bit different. We're going dirt racing tonight. That is right, dirt racing in the Pro Dirt Late Model Series. I'm joined by my Tuesday night co-host, Mr. Christopher Carroll. Chris, how you doing tonight, brother?
Doing awesome, man. A little sore from working out this week, but we're down here announcing and doing a little dirt tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that.
So we both like dirt. I think you like it, I like it, but we don't run it a whole lot, right? So might be a little newbie up here in the broadcast booth. We will see, but I know the gist of it. I know you've won a few Cricket Line dirt races, so you know the gist of it well enough to kind of teach me along here. I will go ahead and point out having encoding issues on the PC. If it starts looking choppy or something like that, I just know I am trying to work on it in the background. It was time for us to go live, and I worked on it as long as I could. Everything looks fine right now, so fingers crossed. Hopefully we stay that way. But yeah, Lernerville tonight, Carol. Justin Coleman, last week's winner, Gold Chain Cowboy, number 14. He will be starting in the tail end of the field for winning last week.
Well, good luck, Justin Coleman. That is not going to be a fun task at Lernerville. This place, we know the groove goes to the top most of the time, and I don't know when the grooves come in, but there's a few early, and then it's the top lane, so you're going to see some sliders out there from him if he's fast.
As folks, it looks like we have about 8 minutes remaining until qualifying gets underway. We're going to throw it down trackside to Joshua Rutherford for tonight's National Anthem. We'll be back momentarily.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thank you, Mr. Joshua Rutherford, Mullet Music Productions, for that great rendition of the National Anthem. As you see, we are in the pre-race countdown to green portion of tonight's show. Got about 6 minutes remaining before we head on into qualifying. So I want to take this time to see if we can dial up Mr. Gold Chain, last week's race winner.
Just keep that in. Oh.
He's in a you doing a driver's meeting?
Yeah, I'm doing a driver's meeting.
All right, we'll get back to you here in a minute. Good luck, brother.
All right.
So we timed that one perfect. Right in the middle of the driver's meeting, going to talk to Gold Chain. So we'll let him finish up talking his due diligence, and then we'll see if we can bring him up in just a moment, Carol. So what are you expecting for tonight? Pro Dirt Late Model Series here at Lernerville.
I think as the race goes on, I think it'll be the top groove will become king up there. And I don't know in the beginning, I don't know what the grooves all do. I'm not experienced in the dirt. Consider myself a slug on dirt, so we're going to see what happens here. But I think there's going to be multiple grooves early. I think maybe the bottom early and then multiple grooves, and then we might see the top. 60 laps is a lot of laps on a dirt track, so I imagine it'll get tore up pretty quick.
And that's another thing. No reset from practice from qualifying onto the race. It's all going to carry over. So where these drivers are running at currently on the track, you're going to start seeing that get darker as the night goes on. And that just means it's going to be slicker. Well, I think we actually are now joined by Mr. Go Chain Cowboy. Justin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
So pulled you up middle of a driver's meeting, so we apologize for that. But we do know 4 minutes left of qualifying. You can't qualify tonight in the 14. What's the strategy and the outlook 60 laps here tonight for you?
Oh, me. Yeah, it's always fun starting in the back. But I guess just watch the wrecks, try to weed our way through and keep our nose clean and save that right rear. That's going to be a big thing tonight. This track's going to slick off pretty good, and that right rear's not going to like it. So that's pretty much it. Just keep the front end on it and keep that right rear underneath us.
So, Justin, that's something here when we were calling these dirt races prior, they didn't have tire wear, right? Well, now they do. And from what I've seen, I mean, that right rear is crucial. So let's segue from that and let's talk Lernerville. We watched you get the win last week. How do you like Lernerville as a track? A little different than Cedar Lake.
Yeah, it's a lot different. We don't have any walls here, so it's easy to jump that cushion. And once you get that right rear over, you're along for the ride. But I'm not the biggest fan of this track. It's not my favorite on the sim for sure. But
really,
it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not my favorite. Well, I've always had terrible luck here, so hopefully tonight we can pull out that golden horseshoe and maybe we can get lucky tonight.
Well, right on, brother. See if you can go back to back once again, Justin. Good luck to you tonight, bro.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, boss. As that was Mr. Gold Chain there, and so he hit on something pretty good there. And we've seen a few do it in practice so far, Carol. This backstretch, look at there. There's no wall, only a heel, and an off-camber heel, meaning when you step over that edge, it's like something's tugging you, pulling you down that hill. It's not a matter of will somebody go over the top tonight. It's a matter of when. Somebody's definitely going over the lip tonight. You just got to try to minimize damage. If you do get off over course, you got to just try to minimize damage tonight. That's going to be the key.
Yeah, there's going to be multiple guys go off of there. I mean, we've all run around here a little bit, and you are when that top groove comes, you are inches from going over the edge. Even if you're leading at any moment, anybody can just slide over that thing. And once you get a tire off, see you later. The Gold Chain Cowboy, I hope he has some. I hope he can make some gold chain horseshoes because it's going to be tough from the back, Tanner.
Absolutely, and the high side here. I mean, this is a high side track. This is where they're going to be riding at all night. We're right on board with the 80 of Chris Smith. He's more of an asphalt guy. I've spoke with him some. He likes running dirt, but he's more proficient on asphalt. You see, he's somebody like myself. I'm going to try to run the bottom as much as I can. It looks like that's what the 80 car is trying to do right now. But in order to be fast, be on top of the board, like we see Sam Lawson's currently P2, you got to rip that lip right up there next to that cushion. But man, oh man, you're playing Russian roulette up there.
Yeah, this track scares me. I'm a dirt guy, or I'm an asphalt guy, and man, this place, I get up around there and I want to go up there and be fast, and then I see that lip coming and I chicken out all the time. So these guys are, this is a driver's track tonight. These guys are going to be driving that top lane, and they're all going to be on the edge.
It's going to definitely be a test for 60 laps, and I mean, we talked about earlier, this track is going to do nothing but get slicker as this night goes on. Every lap they turn, this track's getting slicker. The one benefactor for the Go Chain Cowboy tonight, only 12 people thus far in the session. Now, that could change in the next minute, but right now it's looking like he'll probably be starting 12th, which isn't great by no means, but might be manageable. Brian Hacker coming out here. He was a newcomer last night, or a returning face from many, many seasons ago. He ran in the late model stock asphalt series with us last night, and it was like he's going to try his hand with the number 11 machine here on dirt, and he looks to be pretty good, pretty solid there, ripping that high side, Carol.
Yeah, he's got more nerve than I do going up there. He's right on the edge of that thing, and I might try it in practice, and then I go up there in the race, and it seems this place is really tough, Tanner, because you get up there and you seem fast, and all of a sudden the fast guys start getting away, and you have to be super consistent, and to be super consistent, you are 2 inches from death. It is all over if you catch that wall like he did, or you catch that lip. Your race is over.
I agree 100%. 100%. As somebody who has left a few pieces of sheet metal on Lernerville's racing surface, I can tell you from experience, it can and will happen. As it looks like practice is wrapping up, happy hour has concluded. Let's switch on over to our broadcasting channel because now it is time to get the show on the road. Thank y'all again, as always, for tuning in. And before we even get qualifying started, let me ask, did you like the video? And what I mean by that, did you thumbs it up? It helps a ton. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And let's see who the first driver is going to take to the track. Matthew in the number 17 machine. Going to see what he can do around the track. Sam Lawson, Anthony Rennick also going out on track right now as well.
Yeah, that track doesn't look clean. It looks like they carry over practice, so this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna carry over all night. There's gonna be no reset out here. We're gonna see what happens for the 17. Definitely slick on entry. You see he's running a little bit lower line. All the way down right there almost.
That car looked really straight when he went through the corner too. He's hanging it out this lap, but the first lap he's pretty straight.
Samuel Lawson.
P2 on the board.
I think that low line's just going to hurt him. I think there's just more speed with P2 as well. Lawson goes up to P1. I also believe they get 3 laps qualifying here, if I remember correctly. John
They're
Marker.
ripping that bottom, boy.
He is. I'm surprised to see this many actually going down there to try it.
He's really low.
He was almost mowing the grass for him there. Henry
He might have
Jones, number 25, goes P2 and gets knocked off. Provisional pole is Moncrin.
Moncurrent P1, man, on the bottom. That's telling us something early.
Got the 88 Pretty Man out here. Got the car really sideways right there. Going to scrub off a little bit of speed.
Tanamar, that's my pain of the night right there. I like that 88 car. Looks mean, looks fast, looks like a race car.
Well, let's go ahead and pull that up. The Coleman Designs Paint Scheme of the Night Award. So you're going with the 88? I can dig it.
I think so.
I dig it. Let me go through the field and see if there's anything else that we might like. But I can dig that. I like Chris Smith's ride always. I like the Hacker machine, Hacker 11.
That's a good looking car too.
I think as it stands right now, until I see the grid, I can get down with the 88. I mean, that looked good.
When you got mean race cars, that's racing. It looks like a race car. That 88 car looks like it's fast. Hacker right down on the bottom too here.
A lot of the guys out here catfishing, I've heard it called. Right there on the bottom. He actually is in the grass.
Yeah, he needs a lawnmower in the 11 there.
As went to P4 on the board. Alrighty, folks. It looks like there's 2 drivers left to qualify. So we'll see if they actually elect to take the 3 laps or not. As I'm interested to see what this track state does, Carol, over the course of 60 laps here tonight. I know it's going to get used and abused. It's just a matter of how many lanes. We know the top lane is going to be blown off. I mean, it's just going to be completely black. Will that bottom lane, will it start to wear in? Had a lot of guys running the bottom there. There's obviously speed down there right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's going to do. We got 12 cars for 60 laps. That's a lot of wear. That track is not going to be looking like it does right now at the end of this race. And these guys are going to have to move around and find that speed. I don't know where it is. That's why I'm in the announcer's booth, Tenemar.
Right. Just waiting to get confirmation here on the qualifying standings.
I'm impressed with Sam Lawson being an asphalt guy. He is P2. Maybe we should just send him to the dirt leagues, boy.
I've heard him say that he actually prefers dirt over asphalt currently. So he might be actually a dirt guy now. Maybe we've lost him to the dark side.
That speed chart proves his point there.
Right? It looks like Moncurn here. might be escaping out of here with a provisional pole.
Well, we know the Gold Chain Cowboy isn't going to be on the pole. He's got his work cut out for him, and I want to see what these guys, how they run this place. I'm going to learn something along with you tonight, watching dirt instead of running it.
Absolutely. That's one thing I do enjoy about calling this dirt series on Thursday nights is just simply learning up here. As a driver, we never know it all, right? And so I love sitting up here just watching some of the different strategies get pulled off and that kind of stuff. So looks like it was Mr. John Mockern put it on the pole. So he is our USA Firearms Pole Award winner here tonight. Thank you, Mr. Brian Zimmerman, USAFirearms.com, for sponsoring the pole award. It's going to have Samuel Lawson firing off to his outside row number 1, Henry Jones in P3, Brian Hacker the Slasher, double 11. Double one machine starting P4, and Kevin Prettyman in 88 starting in 5th.
We got Todd Lamphere. We know him from the Asphalt Series, and Christopher Smith in 7th. I'm going to call him Matthew because I'm looking at that, and it does not look like English to me. We got Anthony Rennick starting 9th. Justin Coleman will be starting actually 12th. So we'll have Daniel Sweat on the last row, and we got Mark Stewart will probably be ahead of Coleman. We got that one mixed up, Tanner.
So Coleman will be dropping to the back, going to allow Mark Stewart to gain one spot out there. Hey, we love free spots. I'll take them any way I can. I know Mark Stewart can or will as well. As now we just wait for that beautiful Chevy Silverado to pull off this track and unleash these boys. 60 laps here tonight. 12 drivers, 12 pro dirt late models out here for the Coleman Design 60 here at Lernerville. Don't let the amount of cars fool you. These boys, they had 13 or 14 last week, and they put on one hell of a show. Maybe that's where I started losing my voice because I was screaming at the end of that one. So let's see what happens out here tonight. 60 laps, Lernerville. Super tough track car combo. It's going to be interesting, folks.
Yeah, 12 cars out here doesn't sound like much, but it's a small track, and there's a lot of racing to be done on that place. This place never, ever fails to make a good race. It just is one of those tracks where the multiple grooves are good. And, at the end, I think it'll be the top. I'm no dirt guy, but I think it'll be the top at the end, and we'll see what happens with all the guys early in the runs trying to make their moves.
I mean, you can tell how tough this track is. It's even tough to get onto coming off pit road. You got to almost do a complete Evel Knievel style jump to even get out onto the racing surface there.
I've lost the car coming out of the pits here before.
Right, it can happen. It can happen. So the young gun, the governor, starting outside row number 1, John Mockern's got the race lead. Remember, first start of the race is on green. After that, it is in the hands of the leader. These drivers have one fast repair in their pocket, meaning if they wreck it, they destroy the car, kill it, they can go down pit road, use a fast repair, basically like a mulligan in golf, a redo, get a brand new car. But the one thing different about this dirt series versus other dirt series, caution laps, they do count tonight. So you can lose laps under caution. Pace truck is off. Field's got to wait for Barney Fife Jr., the flagman. Green flag is out. Led 44 may have actually spun the tires. I know it's funny to say, but going to lose a lot of time to our race leader, John, as now the battle's on for P2.
Yeah, these guys got to sort themselves out and see what line they're on. There's 2 different lanes, 100% here right now. These guys are sorting themselves out. A little contact there, but we're straight and green. And Smith got together with the 17 there. I'm going to call him Keichel. That's the best I can do. And we got someone starting from the pits. Coleman in the pits there, Tanner.
Coleman came from pit road. I think already scored a lap down. I'm waiting to confirm it on the ticker. Yeah, 3 laps down, it says.
3 down.
I'm not sure what happened to Justin Coleman. That may be Heartbreak City.
I had a problem with my car the other night. 3 laps it cost me too. Oh, we got a battle for the lead here on the top.
John went down low, showed the high side to the 44 of Lawson. Lawson decided he wanted to take it. Going to try to go up here and battle for the race lead, as he will have the momentum on the high side here, Carol. But Mockern doing a hell of a job on that low side, but eventually just gives it up.
Lawson has cleared him, and he's gone. The rookie on asphalt doesn't look like a rookie on dirt. I can tell you that. That TSP car looks good, and Sam has got the lead, and he's gone.
The Governor led some laps last night. Going to lead some laps out here tonight. Still looking for that first Crooked Line Racing race win. So I know he's hungry for it. Will the first one come here on dirt? He's got a pretty good lead.
Pitching that car.
Did get a little sideways right there. Let's see if we can look on the back end of him back at the competition here. Got a little bit of a gap to second place, Mr. Mockern, in the number 81. Brian Hacker sitting P3.
I can see from multiple camera views, Sam has the most pitch in that car of anybody. A lot of these guys are a lot straighter than him in the corner. Watch him send it in here. This car is pitched in the center of the corner. Look at that. And I don't know if that's speed. Also don't know on dirt if that's using that tire. They have tire wear now, so we're gonna see what happens here with Sam. He's looking good out front, and there's a whole lot of hungry boys behind him trying to chase him down.
He is definitely getting that car more sideways than the rest of the field. And in my mind, I feel like that's going to use up more right rear, but don't really know that for certain to be correct, right? But has almost over a second lead now over second place. So Sam is opening it up and letting the big dog eat in the number 44. Just leading him around here, taking him down Broadway, already coming up on lap traffic.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Sam here, when he's doing this on asphalt, we're always trying to talk him down. Maybe dirt is his series. He is pitching that car, and he's getting a huge run up off the corner there. And these guys are starting to close in a little bit. They've changed their line behind them, if you notice. They're running the middle now instead of the bottom and the top. So I wonder if they found something or whether Sam is just chilling out trying to keep that right rear cool.
And also remember, folks, the Governor Sam, he is fairly new to iRacing. Only been on here for about 3 months. So a mistake could be forced out of him, right? It's very easy to make one little mistake and you're in a bad way. And we talked about all night at Lernerville. He is right there tiptoeing on death's doorstep right there on the high side. So going to be interesting to see if the kid can hold on for 47 laps, 46 this time by the stripe. Has the 8 car, Mark Stewart, out the front windshield.
It looks to me like Coleman is only 1 lap down now on the scoring, so it looked like it sorted itself out. But this is bad for Coleman here, because if these guys start going a lap down, he's going to lose that lucky dog position. He's not going to get that lap back. So I think these guys are going to fight Sam hard here to stay in the lead lap tonight. We got 60 laps. We're only a quarter of the way through, so they're going to try and stay in that lead lap, and that second place guy might be at an advantage here.
It looks like everybody's basically off in their own little pocket, just racing the track right now. Yellow's out.
That's what Gold Chain needed, and Mark Stewart caught a big break there too.
I don't know who it was. Mark Stewart has damage.
Oh, Mark might be a lap down here. It might have been the caution. Oh, I think I know what happened here.
Watch this. He flips and everything.
Just what we were talking about at the start of the race. He was inches from the top. He's trying to take Sam's line away and doesn't make the corner. We've all been there in this car, Tanner, 100 times in practice.
Man, oh man. Got real fortunate that he stuck the landing, though, honestly. Because
oh no, he pulled up in front of Smith. If Smith didn't have golden nuggets in his pants running the top, he does now with Stewart pulling up on the track.
I think that's more than nuggets. I think he has pee running down his leg and everything else. Good grief.
I was trying to keep it PG, but man, that's a tough one for both of them. You know Mark feels bad, and you know the 80's probably upset too.
Oh, the 80's pissed. Mark feels terrible, and Chris is pissed. And they're in the same Discord channel right now. Yeah, they're in the same Discord channel right now.
Teammate on teammate crime right there, folks.
Now,
hate to see it.
We saw the field fishing in our race leader. Did this caution right here, did it kind of screw him over? Lights are off on the pace truck, about to find out. Had almost second lead. Well, guess what? That's all evaporated. They're right here to your outside now. You got Hacker firing off right there behind you.
Yeah, is there wheel spin in these cars also? Do we have that? Do we have...
It looked like it last time, but I couldn't confirm it 100%. But it definitely looked like their cars all shot out.
Good launch for Sam there. Yeah. He got some bite.
Got off the corner really good. The battle is on, though, for P4 on back. 88 to the inside of the 11 to the inside of 25. Throw a blanket over 3 of the guys there. It's better with us here. It is early in the season. We're still trying to learn everybody's numbers and names for this dirt series. But Kevin Prettyman making that bottom low side work to perfection right now.
Rookie guy on pavement is running good on dirt here.
Right. 88 car looking really strong. Trying to look to the inside of the 25 of Henry Jones here. Jones, though, look at that high side. Just making the momentum work.
Yeah, it looks to me like the speed is starting to be on the top now, slowly. I mean, the guy. Oh, we got him blinking out there, but I think the speed is slowly moving to the top. Tanner, look at the top 5 here. They're all running the top, and the 88's losing the spot here to the top line. So I think we're slowly transitioning there to the top side.
As head back out front with the Governor. Still got a pretty commanding lead over second place, the 81 of John Monkern. But Monkern looked like he was running a little bit lower angle there. And he definitely...
He's sticking to his guns on the bottom.
He is. He most definitely. And I feel like he's saving a lot of tires. Because look at that car. He's, well, call me a liar now because he yawed it out then. But he has not been yawing that car out at all. But he is sticking to his guns on the bottom, 1 and 2. He's had to work up top in 3 and 4. But in 1 and 2, I'm a liar again because he goes down low in 3 and 4 now.
You may be just searching for speed.
Right.
I mean, Sam's looking
searching.
really good on the top, and he's looking for some speed to go run him down.
And that's the beauty about these dirt races. They have to, the track is changing every single lap. I know it don't look like it with Sam out front because he's ripping the high side, ripping the lip. But this track is changing every single lap. We're on board with P2 right now. You've seen it's getting really slick in the corner entry of turn 1. Same story to be said down here in turn 3. Just gotta be careful entering that slick.
Yeah, look at that run Sam's getting off that top side. He is absolutely burning down the front straightaway there. And these guys are all searching around. Look at there's 4 different lines that are going into the corner. I mean, middle to bottom groove. But look at that. Look at that. That's a great shot. Like there's 4 or 5 different lines everybody's running here. Nobody's running one line.
Battle for P2 is on, and it's heating up hot and heavy. For the 11 machine is right there on the back bumper of the 81. Now, can you use the low side to pass? I mean, it just looks on the eye test. The high side is where you got to be at right now. Sadly, it's where you got to be at. Can you make the low side work? And I don't think we're going to see John give up the low or high side anymore. Hey,
I noticed
Go
when
ahead.
Hacker got closer, he went right to the top. I don't know
Right.
if you noticed that. There was
Right.
no more bottom groove for the 81. He's like, well, I'm going to stick it up here. And I don't know if he's doing that to take his line or he's figured out that there's speed there. It's one of those two things.
The Governors opened it up to a 2.5 lead here. Look on the back bumper of this guy. Almost.
Governor, if you're listening to this back, I know he's going to say, Carol, you're going to be proud of me.
Oh, my goodness.
I led 32 laps of this race. You need to
Yellow.
need 28 more, boy. Get her done.
Caution is out. Oh my goodness gracious, pace car come out digging here. Watch the pace truck.
He's moving.
Watch the pace
He's
truck.
got the suspension to get over that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's that Silverado power. Anthony Rennick.
That
went
thing
around.
is moving. Looks like he just got up a little high and buzzed the tires to me.
Jumped the cushion ever so slightly right there. Lit him up, and
Oh, I
don't know if he actually
that looked
did it.
like he stabbed the brake.
It looked really weird once he started actually spinning, didn't it? It looked like he jumped the cushion, but then it looked like he saved it. It looked like he just wrecked. Look, he's good. Good. Up, dead.
That's a weird one.
Hold on. We gotta check something real quick.
You catch a rut, maybe?
Don't know. We're gonna find out really quick. Let's watch that steering wheel real quick for me, Carol.
Hey, I don't know. That's a tough one to.
Well,
If I knew more about dirt, I could tell you.
listening to the throttle, he stayed about half throttle the entire time.
Oh, his throttle's stuck. It's still stuck in the pits. Did you see that? Look, he's got problems. He's got a steering wheel problem or a pedal problem.
He's got some type of problem. 'Cause that car is boogieing it on in a
Yep.
circle.
That probably answers that question of why it went around so quick. He probably lifted off the throttle and that thing's still got throttle in it.
He stayed half throttle, like the car wasn't wound up or anything. It was just. All right.
Mine did that the other night too. I got problems in my wheel.
Pace truck is off. Gives the field another shot to the 44. 44 is going to take them down Broadway once again. 11 to the inside of the 81. Looks like Matt in the 17 looked like he was going to throw his name in the hat. Hell, he is. 11 car's really sideways, scrubbing off a lot of speed. 17 actually had to lift there, lost a lot of momentum.
Hacker's looking for second place here on the bottom. That's going to answer your question if they can make the
Whoa.
pass. Oh, contact!
I don't know if
Wow,
they
that
can
was
make
close.
Can they make the pass without that? It looked like it was going to
17's
happen.
looking good down there.
He is. Bottom side, low side may be coming in. And now remember, they just got off from being under caution. They let the tires cool down a little bit. That's going to change how this car and track feels. It'll take 3 or 4 laps.
Answered.
Yeah, it looks like that high side. Right back to running and gunning.
These boys are banging doors. They are sliding these things around here. Look at the 88. He just about jumped the berm there, but he had her under control and got a huge run down the straight.
80 car into the outside wall, climbed the fence. Did not lose a single second of momentum right
He
then.
gained
Holy
a
hell.
spot, dude.
He gained spots on 2 wheels. That was awesome. Right down the back bumper to 17. 19 laps to go, folks. You blink, you'll miss it as Sam. He's still high side rider.
And you know it's been consistent? He's just driving away. He's got speed up there. He is right on the edge now, boy. That is tough. He was really close to jumping it there, so hopefully he keeps it in check here and just keeps his momentum. He's in a good spot right now.
Riding on board with the drone chase cam. Gets the car really sideways right there.
Man, he's pitching that car. That might be where the speed is. Look at how close he is to going over that edge, man. Sam, if you hear me, back her down a little bit. You are making me nervous.
Whoa, almost went over right then, Carol. He almost went over right then. He's over now. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
we got a big
out.
wreck coming off the 4, it looks like. I didn't see who it was, but
I'm going to guess it may have been the 17 because he was just battling it out for P4.
yeah, it looks like he's got damage too. Yep.
Oh, a little blinkaroni right there. Coming up on Pretty Man in the 88, and that's Gold Chain right there in the 14. Did Gold Chain get a piece of it? Oh, Gold Chain got more than a piece of it.
Oh, what a move by Sweat. Oh, he didn't quite miss it.
That sucks for Sweat because you can tell by the way that car's pitched. He knows he's in trouble. He sees it, right? Sweat's very smart. He knows he's in trouble. I'll go slow-mo when he realizes he's in. He realizes he's in
got
trouble.
nowhere to go.
He knows he's in trouble right here, trying to get that car to do something, but on dirt the brakes don't work. You know, the brakes they don't
I'll
work.
bet you too, as that's happening, there is some profanity coming out of the microphone as he's trying to miss that. That's all he can do. He did a good job to he just got a piece. He could have wrecked that car.
He mitigated a lot of damage with it. I mean, it went from being a head-on hit, exploding in the radiator and all that, right, to being just a little bit of a.
He's in the 3rd row here too. That may be the move of the race. If these guys get together, he's got a shot to win.
That could be. I forgot. I never gave my Coleman Designs placement of the night as the green flags back out. See if we get another caution here. Oh, 44, man. I'm starting to get nervous for Sam. I think it's going to happen. He's playing with a bomb up there. Oh no, 81
slider 11. On the 11 there.
11.
And there is Sweat's chance. What we were talking about.
11 tried to make that stick and just ultimately could not.
Well, there's too much momentum coming off the top. I don't know what he was doing there.
I don't know why he tried to.
That's never going to work.
Unless
I'm not a dirt guy, and I know that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he tried to decommit from it, right? But he was already committed, you know. And man, oh man, that shakes up the front half of the field. We got to talk to him. I don't want to, because I know what he's going to say. Carol, Tanner, you'll be proud of me. Governor, you're in the booth.
You would be proud of me.
I'm not proud of you. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
How nervous are you right now? Be honest.
I mean, I'm nervous, yeah, but John, the guy that's been running second, has helped me out a lot so far during this race. So I'm just really feeling good. Hopefully saving enough for right rear for this. 10 laps we got.
Watch you get close to going over the edge twice now. Any advice from us is to back her down just a little bit and keep that dang thing on track, brother.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't think I was close enough.
You've been plenty close. Plenty close. All right, brother. Good luck. You got 10 laps to go.
Yeah. Thank you, boys.
Yes, sir.
Go get him, son.
I hate him, don't you? He's still in here. He can hear us. I hate him, don't you?
I don't hate him.
Good luck, Sam.
Hey, we
Give
got
him hell,
TSP
brother.
on the car. We got to get it done, you know?
Yep, go get him, buddy. That's my buddy right there. I like Samuel. I give him a hard time. He's my verbal punching bag at all points of life. But he's a good kid. And then, I'll be honest, I'm pulling for him here. I would like to see him finally get that monkey off his back. And to do it on dirt nonetheless. Folks, 9 laps to go. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We got 367 subscribers as the pace truck is off.
We got 4 guys with a shot to win here, Tanner. Look at the jump by Sweat there. He's got a good jump. Can he clear the 25? Oh, Samuel's up high. 25 off the top of the track.
There's so much going on. SDK is blinking at me right here. Sam was off the damn track. 80 was off the damn track. Sweat was off the track, and Pretty Man almost flipped during all that. And
these guys are letting it hang out now, my man.
80
These
wins.
guys
Something
are going
did happen
for
to
it.
John. What the hell? That was like, is this a full moon again? That was crazy. All that
There's
chaos.
10 laps to go. That's what it is. It's 7
Jeez.
now, and they're clicking off quick. These guys got to make a move.
Oh, Sweat.
Look
has
at
a
these guys.
car.
They are driving it.
They're drunk. These drivers are drunk. They're on here willing it, doing the best they can. 88 to the back of the 17. They are still green. 3 wide here for P4. As man, all going around right there in front of Gold Chain. 88 around the 25. Let Fear around. Oh man, or Henry Jones, excuse me, in the 26 of Lamp Fear around. Let's go back and see what happened here. I mean, let's be honest here, kiddo. This all started from the restart. I mean, they were trying to wreck each other on the restart.
We got a grass mower there. He slides up. Slide job. 8. Oh, my God. They'd saved that one, and then it got ugly right here. Looked like Hacker turned the 88, and all hell broke loose from there. No one gave us the memo, Tanner, that these guys go for it with 10 to go. But these guys are-
man, oh man. Holy cow. I about lost composure right there watching that, dude. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for Governor out front here? He's got to get away again. He cannot afford to be within striking distance. These boys.
From what I saw there, you best be on that throttle.
They
That
need
loud pedal better be on the floor.
They need, like, these drivers. They like show up to the track with a wheelbarrow carrying them, right? They letting them hang right now.
It reminds me of that old movie, Bring Out Your Dead, when they got that. What was that? Monty Python?
Mighty Python.
That's what it reminds me of. They're just going for it. There's going to be destruction here, I believe. These boys are not holding anything back.
That's a classic, bro. That's more of your era movie, but it's mine. I like it too, though. I like that. I like the. What was that? Was that late 80s or early 90s, maybe?
I think it might have been late 70s, early 80s. I was a kid when I saw
Really?
that.
Now we're gonna Google it. Great movie, by the way. Now we're gonna, as lights are off on the pace truck.
Sam's restart here. The 80's trying to get to him. So's the 07 and their teammates. So here we go. Oh, Sam with a really late restart, and these guys are on him, Tanner, going into 1. Up to the high side. He's really sideways. Oh, the 7's underneath him.
Contact.
Hangs on to
2
it. Oh,
laps
my,
to
this is
go.
going to get crazy.
But now, is he going to be routed? He
Oh,
walks it
he's
the
off the
edge.
berm.
The 44 walks it over the edge. Race leader dominated this entire night. As that's going to allow Chris Smith to put his name into the hat. Final lap, white flag out in the air. Last time around, 3 and 4. Smith going to block the slider line. He didn't have to be there all race, but he was there when it mattered most. Sam, oh my goodness, what happened? Chris Smith, race winner here tonight. What the hell?
Wow. What a turn of events there. Everybody sent it down into the corner, and only one guy came out with a win.
As Sam Lawson's not going to be happy with that one. No, he's not going to be happy. Let's go back and watch that one more time, Carol. Let's watch that last restart before we pull people up for the interviews.
It looks to me like he just got in there a little deep right on the edge.
He was excited, man, trying to get away from him.
He really spun him up in 1 and 2 right here.
This
Watch
killed
this,
him.
right
That
there.
killed him right there. Look at all that time.
Stacks everybody up. He gets back on it. He's okay. His line looks good. Oh, he slid across that slick. That was it.
I think he's nervous too, right? He's nervous.
One lapse in concentration there across the slick, and we said that before the race. Remember?
Yep.
That could happen one time, and it's all over here.
Led every lap up to this point.
He's good right here.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
straight.
yeah.
He's on the gas. Slid right through that slick spot. Oh, inches, man.
I'm
Heartbreak
gutted
for
him.
Sam.
I'm gutted for him. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. All right, let's see if we can talk to these drivers. We have Chris Smith going to the waiting room. Daniel Sweat.
I think Sweat got third. He was in the lead in the middle of 1 and 2 when Sam got really sideways there and they touched. That was insane.
All right, Carol, I'm going to let you do the interviews, if you would, for me. We're going to bring
Absolutely.
up Mr. Hacker for you first. Our third place finisher, Mr. Brian Hacker. The floor is yours. Or Carol.
Brian Hacker, you got Tanner and Carol up in the booth here. You get a copy, sir.
I got you guys.
Wild race out there. I mean, we saw you get into a bit of a dust up there with about 10 to go, and you come back up through the field. Walk us through your race there, man.
Yeah, it was a one-line track. I think the only chance I really had to improve my position was on restarts, and I knew there was a little gap between the 44 and the 81, and I tried to slide it, and I don't think he expected me to slide it, and I didn't mean to get into him, but that's what happened. I think I went around, and I don't know what else happened. I didn't see it because I was facing the infield, but yeah, then from there on out, it was just it was kind of chaos getting back up through the field. People were sliding sideways all over the place. The track was pretty slick. Tires were worn off. It was an experience.
So on the last restart there, you go down into 1. Are you thinking you got a shot at the win, or are you just trying to survive? Like, what was your mindset there on the last one?
Just honestly trying to survive. I was just trying to stay out of the chaos that I knew was going to be up above. I don't know what happened to the 44 there. I just know coming off of turn 4, or coming off of turn 2, the 80 was in the lead and I was somehow in second, and I was not expecting that. So I just wanted to hold on, and I didn't know what line the 80 was running, to be honest. So I just kept it on the bottom because I didn't want to put myself up into any harm above me, and kept it where it was, and I guess we'll come home second.
Well, congrats on second place. That was wild. Where do you watch that one back? Their boys were 10 to go. The gloves were off. So who do you got to thank on your car there? The floor's yours to send out to your spotters and all the boys.
Yeah, this is an older car, but a car that I like. It's painted up by Scott Austin and Scott Austin Design. So shout out to him for making the rides look good, and for you guys at Crooked Line for putting this stuff on. It's been fun this week.
Well, thanks, Brian. Thanks for coming out. Congrats on second place, my man.
Thank you.
As I'll be honest, I set you up for failure there. I was thinking he finished third. He finished second. So now let's see if you can get caught up with the Evel Knievel guy. Oh, Daniel Sweat. Mr. Chris Carroll, the floor is yours.
Daniel Sweat. You got Tanner and Carol up in the booth here, bud. You got a copy.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Doing good, man. I don't know if we're doing as good as you. That was a wild race. You had the lead going down into 1 in that last restart. What a wild race. You guys, you didn't give me the memo, Daniel. These guys throw the gloves off with 10 to go. There was dirt flying, bumpers flying, tires smoking. What were you thinking on the last restart there?
I think I'm new to dirt, and I did not need to be up there. I don't know, man. My nerves were pretty shot. I got into my friend Keach, Matthew Keachel in the 17, and I hate that I ruined his race, man. I'm just trying to not spin out myself because I'm so new to it. So I hate that I made contact with anybody there or cost anybody some time. But it was crazy, man. I don't know. That was the craziest thing I've ever done.
Well, you had a you had a wild moment there when I can't remember. I think it was Mark came up the track, or you had to miss a spin in front of you, and me and Tanner documented on the broadcast that may have been the save of the race right there. And Daniel, good hand sweat there, I think we'll give you. But you made a really good miss. You got a piece of it, but that car should have been destroyed. And walk us through that. What you're thinking when you come off the corner and that guy spins out.
Lock it down. Lock it down. Lock it down. That's what I'm thinking. I couldn't get as woed up as I really wanted to, so I still, got a little damage off of it, but it could have definitely been worse. Last week, I got into the wall and was wide open going to the pits on accident, so I guess improvements,
Well, I tell you what, you talking about it, you're super calm. You have this calm demeanor about you. I'd have been swearing and crying and complaining when that car was coming at me and screaming like a girl. So I appreciate that, man. P3, if you hit that man square, you're in the back. So awesome job there. And I got to conclude this at some point. So we got to let you shout out your sponsors and everyone on that car, Dan.
Yeah, man. Bad Company Racing, all the guys that put on this league, Crooked Line, they do an awesome job. TrueSimProductions as always. Dusty Pete's, Martin Sports, and you guys, man, y'all always kill it in the broadcast booth.
I appreciate that, bud. I'm new to this. I'm a rookie, like you're on dirt, but a rookie came home P3 tonight, so congrats on that, bud.
Thank you, and sorry again to anybody I made contact with.
You're good. It's racing. We're not running on the interstate here.
Yeah.
Whoop.
He cuts him off, Tanner Marr.
Whoops.
Oh, baby.
I'll be honest, folks. So I'm battling a head coach for 3 days now. I told you to take over the interviews, Carol, because the old NyQuil is starting to kick in. We're slow. The eyes are getting heavier. But you have our race winner up in the building. So, Mr. Chris Smith, congratulations on your race win, and Chris Carroll, the floor is yours.
Then there was one, Tanner Marr. Chris Smith comes home with a win. I can't think of any questions other than that was a wild race. You got to walk us through what happened there.
Yeah, man, that was pretty crazy. Those last 10 laps, me and somebody had got hit earlier in the race, and my steering wheel coming on the front stretch was like all the way to the right, and I was like, well, I'm not going to pit, so I'll just thug it out and somehow survived.
Incredible. There's always a story that comes out of a race.
Right,
man. That is the story of the night right there.
I'm sorry to laugh mid-interview, but that was hilarious. I just thug it out. It's awesome.
That's a racer right there, Tanner. I just slugged her out, man. My car wasn't steering straight. It was facing the wrong way, but, pointed it to a win. So, I mean, Chris, what did you see on the last restart there? We went down into the corner, and there was mayhem. What did you see going down in there?
I know Sam got a good start right there, and I hit the wall. I seen Sweat come up, and him and Lawson get into each other, and I just turned it 3 wide right there, and I just took off with it.
My car was pointed good enough to get the run 3 wide down the straightaway there. That was pretty awesome race, man. They were slinging dirt everywhere, and we were yelling on the broadcast, so you'll see that back. So I gotta send you off here and ask you to thank all your sponsors and everyone that makes this happen for you, bud.
Yeah, man. Coleman, he puts on a good show. Him and Elvis. Thank them for everything they do. Thank y'all for broadcasting this. My dad, he watches all y'all's broadcasts, so give a shout out to my dad and just everything y'all do.
Well, that's awesome, man. Congrats on the win, and that's an awesome story for us to tell later. You will be watching that one for a while.
Right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Well, Tanner, we got to do our final thoughts here. That was a pretty wild race. What did you think?
That was wild, and I know somewhat surprising winner. I mean, it's easy to say, right, when the guy that led the entire race is not there for the checker flag, but that's a testament to Lernerville right there. Lernerville, it chews them up, and it spits them out, and that's exactly what we saw. Overstepped the boundaries one time, and boom, went to dynamite. But so, overall, hell of a night of racing. I'm loving this dirt series. We'll be back at it next Thursday. I'm trying to think. I think Front Row Esports fires back up tomorrow night, so Sam's gonna be back in the booth calling tomorrow night Daytona for the return event next gen. So that's gonna be fun. Looking forward to that. But folks, I cannot hype it enough. Next week, next Saturday, September 2nd, Race Chatter coming to you live, video cast, podcast, pre-race show, all wrapped into one. It's gonna be completely gloves off, completely unsanctioned. You'll never know what you might hear live on Race Chatter. So I pray y'all tune into that. That's going to be one hell of a show. Corey Sherman and myself have been working endlessly on that to the point where I'm actually tired of Race Chatter. I'm ready for it to begin and get rolling. But, Carol, yeah, brother, I've had fun tonight. Thank you for joining me in the booth. I haven't felt good and was really excited to hear I had somebody help me out. So thank you for that, brother. And what's your final thoughts before we close up shop?
I like dirt racing, Tanner. That's my final thought. That was, it gets wild on asphalt, but these guys, boy, they were sending it. That was entertaining to call. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, and I had a lot of fun calling that race with you, bud.
I did as well. I enjoyed it. And folks, I hope y'all enjoyed it at home. Let's go through the top 5 since there's only 12, and then we're going to close up shop. We got Mr. Chris Smith, Brian Hacker, Daniel Sweat. They occupy the podium. Then P4, Go Chain Cowboy, battle back, started 12th. Raced his way up to P4 after being laps down tonight. And then Henry Jones, number 25, brought it home, P5. So a hell of a night for all those involved. Thank you, Mr. Coleman and Brandon Elvis, for reviving the series. And, yeah, until next time, folks, we'll see ya.